each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning. Still not used to this. So give me a second. We're getting there. Come on, Facebook. Facebook ain't loading very quick today. So at least it loaded the video though. Okay. We are back on track. Except for the very slow sharing today. Wow, molasses. Gonna do a little bit quicker this time? Nope. Got a few more to go. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in two more places here. Morning, Ingrid. Good to see you. So people know, chat hasn't really been doing that well on Facebook. So I'm just letting you know I'm not ignoring you. Oh, it sounds like we got a guest. I heard the bloop.
Bloop. I've been called a lot of things, but I think that's the first.
Well, when you join, it goes bloop. And that means somebody has joined. Still sharing here. Actually, that's
right back. I gotta go get something real quick.
No worries. No worries. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Don't worry, Ingrid. You'll be able to get out of here to see your parents. Because, Bronco game's on in 40 minutes. If you think I'm missing it, it ain't happening. So, yeah. And I have to run a noon meeting. So thankfully it's on Paramount so I can pause it. Which I know is just going to screw up. That's all right. It's just football. So, but now friends celebrating their year today, and yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yesterday I had a little thing. Whenever I have people that are going to be on the podcast and they come from other sources, they just don't seem to work out. But I tell you now, lying to me is not the way to go. I'm sitting there waiting, and this person kind of got upset because I confirmed a time, which kind of raised an eyebrow. And so I'm like, hey, I'm in the room. They give me a call, and they say that the old house that they were living in, that somebody broke in and stole the guns. And I'm like, fuck, you better get a police report and stuff on that. And 10 minutes later, he's watching football. Don't fucking lie to me. I'm tired of it. Okay? If you don't want to be on the podcast, don't fucking ask. Jesus, wasting my time. All right. And then to come up with just a horrible lie. And it's like I'm stupid enough not to notice that 10 minutes later you're posting. Okay. All right. Welcome to Daily Trudge. Started with a little bitching and moaning. That's all right. I'm Dion. I'll be your host today. If you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching live or the rewatch, today's daily reflection was on page 89, and I've been reading 89 all week, and I was like, fuck that. Nope. So I did a random one. All right. It's actually going to be from November 11th. We're going to be in the 12 by 12 page 105. 105. Number nine.
I
am not a number. I am a free man.
I am not an animal.
I don't even know what movie I'm doing. I just remember it. All right.
Mine was Elephant Man.
Yeah, yours was Elephant Man. I stole mine from an Iron Maiden song, but it's from it's like Soylent Green or something like that.
Something like that. I don't do hair bands, so I don't know that one.
All right. So yeah, we're talking about self-acceptance.
Again?
Telling you, yeah. So it's not always easy to do the same topic 30 days in a row. But yeah, that's why I try and mix it up.
Nothing happens in God's world by mistake.
Yeah. In AA, actually, I'm going to start at the top of page 104. We fall into another similar temptation. We form ideas as to what we think God's will is for other people. We say to ourselves, this one ought to be cured of his fatal malady, or that one ought to be relieved of his emotional pain, and we pray for these specific things. Such prayers, of course, are fundamentally good acts, but they're often based upon the supposition that we know God's will for the person for whom we pray. This means that side by side with an earnest prayer, there can be a certain amount of presumption and conceit in us. It is AA's experience that, particularly in these cases, we ought to pray for God's will, whatever it is, be done for others as well as ourselves. I'm not going to actually pray for you for a particular, instance. I don't pray for people to get well. I pray for courage and strength to get through whatever they're going through, whatever God's will is, man. That's what I pray for, because I have found that that's what I need when I'm going through these things. I go through hard things too, but when I try and relieve others of that pain, I'm verging on the edge of a codependency issue here, right? And I can't, it isn't for me to determine that that person should be freed of their pain.
You're
I will.
asking. See, I interpret that differently. I
Yeah.
interpret that as asking God to help them.
Well,
Not me.
But it just said not to. It says when we pray for specific things, we're playing God.
We'll agree to disagree. I interpret that differently. I understand that's what it says in the black and white. But
Yeah. Right. So
what that would absolutely then disregard the third step prayer, countermand it.
I'm saying nothing on it because
I understand. I'm just expressing my thoughts on it too.
Well, I hope people here understand that we're talking experience here, and we're not debating. We're just talking different experience. And I'm being quiet because I don't want to disagree with you. And I feel like
you can disagree. That's called discussion, man.
I just said I don't feel like it.
Oh, okay.
I trust you. I'm not awake enough. I'll just be honest. We all have our different experiences in the way that we do things, but it still works because the correct intent is there, and God knows our intentions. Good distraction. To the right a little bit. We can't see him. There we go. Yeah.
Kirk.
He tried to get outside.
She's experiencing what is out there through the screen, not trying to get out.
Good for her. Good. Both cats should be inside cats.
So. Got major things going on, or problems going on with her.
Yeah.
She won't eat. Anyway. I was just posting about that when I got your notice to go live, that you were going live.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Trying to think of some, I don't know much about it, so you might have to force feed her with an eyedropper or something.
We'll see.
Is she at least drinking water?
A lot.
Okay. So she's gonna eat when she wants to. Cats are like humans in a way,
Yeah, I'm just
but
worried
you know
about
better.
stunning her
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah.
She needs
Okay.
some calories.
Well, and you've taken her to the vet, and you're kind of beyond what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I started kind of with that a little bit with her shots, but her eating habits have changed over time.
Yeah.
But now she just flat out ain't.
Okay. Hmm. Weird. So in AA, we have found that the actual good results of prayer are beyond question. They are a matter of knowledge and experience. And I think what it did is just covered both of us there, is what it did. Because it just said what we were talking about. All those who have persisted have found strength not ordinarily their own. They have found wisdom beyond their usual capability, and they have increasingly found a peace of mind which can stand firm in the face of difficult circumstances. That's where we all kind of stand. All people of I have found that all people with spirituality usually have a lot of strength and courage in their lives. They tend to walk through things that are harder in front of other people. Um, you know, um, yeah, but we're getting to self acceptance here. So we discovered that we do receive guidance for our lives to just about the extent that we stop making demands upon God to give us in order, us on order and on our terms. Almost any experienced AA will tell how his affairs have taken a remarkable and unexpected turn for the better as he had tried to improve his conscious contact with God. He will also report that out of every season of grief or suffering, when the hand of God seemed heavy or even unjust, new lessons for living were learned, new resources of courage were uncovered, and that finally, inescapably, the conviction came that God does move in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. Um, yeah, and I think really what we're talking about here is there's a pretty clear line between a request and a demand. And I think maybe that's what they were going for. That we demand that God heal this person instead of saying, if it's your will to heal this person, then it's your will, and I hope that they're better. See, now that I put it in that, I can understand much better where you're coming from, right?
I use the word please. You usually don't make a demand using the word please.
Yeah. So maybe that's what we're trying to get to. The difference was, God, my daughter's hurting now, and you need to heal her. And yeah, no,
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't like being approached that way, and I don't think he would want to be either. Be like, kind of angry there, Dion. Uh, all this should be very encouraging news for those who recoil from prayer because they don't believe in it, or because they feel themselves cut off from God's help and direction. All of us, without exception, pass through times when we can pray with the greatest exertion of will. Occasionally, we go even further than this. We are seized with a rebellion so sickening that we simply won't pray. When these things have happened, we should not think too ill of ourselves. We should simply resume prayer as soon as we can, doing what we know to be good for us. There's been times when I've been very, very pissed at God, but I've never stopped praying. It's just that, but I've never had the rebellion so sick. Now, when I'm drinking, yeah, I don't pray when I was drinking. And there's that rebellion though. So that rebellion that's so sickening. But in recovery, it's never happened to me. Have you ever been through something like that where prayer was just really, really hard to do?
Yes,
Recovery?
absolutely. I
Yeah.
get pissed at God. I
Sure.
scream, rant, rave, but the God of my understanding kind of looks down at me, smiles, says, "It's okay, little boy.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right.
That's how
I
I
can
feel.
take it. I got big shoulders. Have at me."
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, um, and there again, there's not going to be too hard a terms. Just resume prayer when you can. Not a big
Exactly.
deal. Um, you're human. Now there have been times like in the beginning when I forgot to pray, but it wasn't a rebellion. It was just not consistent yet.
Yeah, I've also done that.
And I felt it too.
And I'm ADD. Yeah, when I break routine, man, I feel it.
Yeah. Like if I have to do something first thing in the morning, it throws off my whole day. And then I reset. I have to reset and I just do the beginning of my day. And
Yep.
perhaps one of the greatest rewards of meditation and prayer is the sense of belonging that comes to us. We no longer live in a completely hostile world. That helped. When I start to realize that, not everybody in the world is out to get me and my paranoia started. I had a lot of paranoia. And went with my PTSD. So, there were times when the whole world was just the enemy. And it took me a while, I had to figure out my triggers and I had to work on those so that I could understand that I don't live in a completely hostile world. I don't. There's a lot of love out there. I notice when it's funny because I see things on Facebook. Oh, people are this and this and that. I go out, people are nice, man. I don't know what they're getting at.
It's that old, I don't know if it's in Native American origin, about the two wolves.
Okay.
You got the bad wolf, the good wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you? Which one dominates? It's the one you feed.
Yep. Nope. And I believe you're right. I think that comes from the Native American, which, yeah, you have your good wolf and your bad wolf. Which one are you? It's going to be the one that you feed.
Reed.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm finally back on Facebook, so you can see me again, brother.
Seriously, good to see that post.
Yeah. Yeah, I got reported again, but I don't know what's going on. I think who knows? It's not even worth talking about today.
Told you can't be doing that naked twerking.
Yeah. I'm not even that good at it, So.
Yeah, me neither. I got rhythm.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I actually have a ton of rhythm, but I have no coordination.
I have no rhythm.
I can't walk down the hallway without running into something, but I can sit behind a drum set and throw down a 4-beat. I don't know. It's weird. We are no longer lost and frightened and purposeless. As for I don't know about how it goes for women, but as for a man, I have to have purpose in my life, or there's not much reason to live. What are those purposes in my life? Well, for me, it's my kids and my grandkids and my wife and my friends and my community. I have purpose in my life now. And what is my purpose?
My cat.
Yeah, your cat. Helping drunks. I'll tell you something though. That cat's gonna love you like nothing else in this world. You will.
She gets over that fighting stage. She wants to battle.
It's just kitten.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kitten stuff.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
They battle you, but then you wake up and they're asleep on your neck right here. So.
Yeah, not this one yet, but we'll see.
She'll get there. She's just trying to figure it out. Well, like any kid, she's gonna test her boundaries. So.
Oh.
If you have anything on shelves you don't want broke, take it off.
There's way too much. She gets into everything, so. And she climbs. So.
Spray bottle is the best way to go if you want to teach. So. For a man with 8 cats.
I understand. And I listen.
Yeah. But good job on that. It's not easy to take care of a kitten. It's probably why you haven't been getting as much sleep lately too, because you're worried about the cat. Waking up.
Part of it. There's a lot of little things going on.
Is it? Okay.
Just life stuff.
Yeah.
Life on life's terms, man.
God, would you make Daryl's life easier?
Thank you. Appreciate that. I think it a lot.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I've many times a day I've been going, God, where's my fucking location, dude? I'm waiting.
Right.
So yeah. And then he's reading the paper. He's like, Dion, it's coming. All right. I'm pooping. Leave me alone. All right. The moment we catch even a glimpse of God's will, the moment we begin to see truth, justice, and love as the real eternal things in life, we are no longer deeply disturbed by all the seeming evidence to the contrary that surrounds us in purely human affairs. We know that God lovingly watches over us. We know that when we turn to Him, all will be well with us here and hereafter. And I believe that's the end of step 11. It is. All right. Got a reading from the book. I don't need a new one or anything. 6 years of use. I pray for the willingness to remember that I am a child of God. What a great way to remember humility. A divine soul in human form, and that my most basic and urgent life task is to accept, know, love, and nurture myself. Yeah. So, accepting yourself and giving yourself unconditional love. Ooh, that's hard. It was hard for me. It's easier for me to give other people unconditional love than myself.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. But once you can give yourself unconditional love, and I'm not saying I do it all the time. No, I would have to say maybe 30% of my life, but I'm getting better, where I give myself unconditional love. I do know that if anybody talked to me the way that I talk to me, I'd knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, I would not be my friend.
Yeah. And how I say and what I say to myself does matter, as I accept myself for who I am. I'm just throwing that in there. I'm accepting God's will. Oh, so if I'm not accepting myself, I'm arguing with God. Can't be doing that. As I know and love myself, and as I nurture myself, as I nurture myself, I am acting on God's guidance. Yeah. And what we need to learn how to nurture ourselves first, because I wasn't very good at that. So, when my friends would tell me, Dion, don't talk to yourself like that, I gotta listen, even though my brain's going, fuck off, leave me alone, because my brain is. But I gotta listen when my friends are saying, hey, Dion, you're off your beam. Maybe you're not in your lane. I pray for the willingness to let go of my arrogant self criticism and praise God by humbly accepting and caring for myself. So take care of yourself first. I mean, that's kind of the rule, but we do it the right way, right? In the sense that you put the mask on, you put the oxygen mask on first. Then you help.
I find that when I'm beating myself up, I'm lashing out at others more often.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, when I'm beating up on myself and I'm in self-pity and somebody tries to help me, my brain's like, why are you helping me? I don't want you.
Or whatever. It's like I'm less tolerant, I'm less open-minded, I'm all of those things that block me off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I become very defiant. And that's when that's when it's like,
Become angry, man.
Way. Yeah, it's the anger. Oh yeah.
Frustration, anger.
First.
The hideous four horsemen, man.
Yep. They don't come much anymore.
And that shit gets shared because I can't contain it.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And in my house, I mean, today, there's my wife, I've got my 2 kids and 3 grandkids. If grandpa goes running around yelling and screaming at everybody, you know what's going to happen in the house? Everybody's going to start yelling and screaming at each other. But since I go around and have fun and do this and a lot, they're kids. They're supposed to be loud. I like hearing them laugh and do all that. So Chris, it's kind of a different way to get on here, but maybe one day we'll be able to do that for you.
That would be cool.
So, all right. I got some things I got to get done, taken care of. Game comes on 11. I'm chairing the noon meeting today, if you're showing.
What, at Treasures?
Yeah, Jillian's celebrating her 1 year today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
But Chris, you will.
Chris, it's really, really good to see you on here.
Yeah, you'll be able to see us. And Chris, know that we're we haven't forgotten about you
at all.
No, we there are some conversations going on, and we're doing what we can to come down and see you. All right. Can't make any promises yet, but we're trying to do what we can to come down and bring some AA to you. But know that there's a group of people that are thinking of you, and we love you, dude.
Yeah. Bring you some fellowship.
Yeah. So you just keep up the good work, man. You did your shit. It's our turn now. It's our turn now. You enjoy your life, brother. And I love you. All right. I hope everybody has a great day. I'm sure I'll be back again later.
This is gonna be hit and miss today, I'm sure, but yeah. Sundays are my honeydew days usually.
It's lazy days and Sundays, man.
Always get me.
It's my laundry day and cleaning day today. So I put on the game and I clean. That's what I've been doing for years.
I'm talking with my sister. She's like, I'm not going to bring that on here. So anyway,
your cousin doing okay though? Is your cousin doing okay?
My cousin, my sister.
Gail, the one in North.
Oh yeah. She's okay, man. They just got wet.
Okay.
She has a friend, in Ashland.
Okay.
And they're isolated.
Yeah, that was what I was scared of. Was she was caught in the middle of all that with no escape, and that was kind of scaring me. So I'm just.
Yeah, I just got a post. I just saw a post from Ashley's uncle down in Tennessee, and they've got devastation all over the place too.
Man,
he put a video of like the river and bales of hay just all over the.
Just floating.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's scary.
That storm was widespread, man. Yep. And actually, it still is causing heat.
Yeah, it's still going
up the coast.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I'm in Colorado. The game is on CBS, so Channel 4, I believe. It's on CBS today, so it's on Channel 4. So, okay.
Anyway,
they said I was good for nothing. I know what time the game is. It'll be a good game. All right. I love you.
Who are they playing? I don't even know what they're playing.
We're playing the Jets. Yeah. So
I don't even watch my Bears. So
yeah. As you get older, I used to watch all football. Now I just watch the Bronco game. I don't even know half the players anymore. I don't keep track. It's just something I've done for years and years and years.
I walked
pattern.
I walked away from it mostly when the kneeling started and all that or whatever. And this year it kind of captured me because the Bears got a new quarterback and what have you. And so I actually watched that thing on I don't know what it is, that show Hard Knocks, where they show their training camp.
Yeah.
Everything. So I got into that a little bit, but Bears are playing like the Bears. So
yeah.
Anyway,
you want to watch it. You want a game that nobody will watch, Bears and Cowboys.
Is that today?
No, I'm just making it up.
Oh, no.
The game.
You're right.
Just football trash talk. Yeah,
football.
I don't know. So it's.
Yeah, I'm born and raised. I can't help it.
And even when they say it, Welcome to the NFL. It says for entertainment purposes only. We all know Casey's going to win this year. We
I like
already
to
know.
piss.
The refs have told us. We know.
I like to piss off Broncos fans and say, "You guys just stole our colors. That's all.
Yeah.
We're a charter member of the NFL. Everybody
Yeah.
else is just."
Yeah.
I tell Packer fans they're just an expansion team.
It's not like you made the Super Bowl shuffle video. I just watched that the other day.
I just saw it the other day too.
It was awesome. Good for them. Good for Jim.
Anyway,
And
Chris, be good to you, brother.
Yeah, love you, Chris. Love you, everybody. Peace out.